Welcome, everybody. This is the regular meeting of the North Oakland Transportation Authority. Today is Thursday, April 20th, 2023. I'd like to ask everyone, looks like we're going to go with the roll call first. So
Okay.
can we have a roll call in for attendance of the board?
Sure. McDonald?
Here.
Brakefield?
Here.
Cyrowski?
Here.
Curtis is excused. Flood?
Here.
Wappel? Here. Bourgeot is excused. Payne is excused. Barnett is excused. Pearson?
Here.
Kelch? Here.
Okay, we'll pay respects to the flag at this time. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, the board has before it the proposed agenda. Lynn, are there any changes that we need to acknowledge?
There was an amendment to the agenda first sent out to include the 2023 budget adjustments.
Okay.
So there's an 8C that was added, if you did not get that. Oh, Chris is here.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the agenda as amended.
I'll second.
Any questions on the motion?
Okay.
Good to see all our townships are represented.
Couldn't get that thing to come up.
I didn't
We
see
had
it.
the speed to get here, you know. I just wanted to know.
Who approved the agenda? I wasn't sure. Do we
I
have
didn't
that?
hear.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't make a note of it that time when you know.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Second.
who made the motion for the agenda?
Mike Flood.
Flood, for the agenda, Flood, and I seconded it.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any
Stand up
questions?
over here.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
As soon as we approve the agenda?
I gotta go fast because
Okay.
Flood's gonna outrun me.
Yeah, okay. All in favor of the agenda as amended, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. Okay, the motion carries. Approval of the minutes for the last regular meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes. Support. Flood's eating, it slowed him down a lot now.
Okay. Who was the support? Sorry.
Carl.
Carl, thank you. Any questions on the motion to approve the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor of approval of the minutes from the regular March meeting, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. Motion carries. Director's report. Lynn?
Good afternoon, everyone. Our ride numbers for March were 3,759 with our 19 routes, which we're up 6% from last year. Our total mileage was 55,154, which is our highest ever for mileage, and it's up 13% from last year. Oakland County did give us the $2,847,605 for the millage, and we currently have $3 million invested with Michigan Class, earning just over 5%, which will earn about $12,000 a month. Oakland County has hired Eli Cooper, the new transit manager. He was previously with the City of Ann Arbor Transit, and we've had multiple meetings with the county, WODA, SMART, and OPC regarding future services. One of the last meetings we had was regarding Independence Township and potentially working with NODA. Independence has 6 vehicles and expects to provide 11,000 rides a year. Oakland County has asked NODA to host a meeting to meet with them as just an icebreaker. Oakland County has not visited with Brandon Township yet. And I was part of a Southeast Michigan issue-focused mobility group with CTAA, My Ride 2, SMART, MRS, AAA 1B, WODA, TRUE, and the Disability Network of Eastern Michigan. We had like a workshop to discuss transportation issues and identify opportunities to improve access for transportation for seniors and persons with disabilities. It was a great workshop, and we're going to continue to meet and to increase our collaboration, education, and awareness. At this meeting, Dan Whitehouse, who is SMART's VP of Paratransit and On-Demand Services, announced that SMART has chosen Adept IQ as the dispatch software for SMART's paratransit. And he said that it actually will be given free of charge to us, WODA, and to NODA. It's us, WODA, and OPC. This system will have the ability to schedule rides between providers, and each operator can see the scheduling of the ride from the beginning. So we can, so if we cross territories, we'll be able to view the ride from start to finish and work together. The implementation timeline is probably the end of this year, between Christmas and New Year's, when ridership is lowest. We did do a demo of the software. It looks great. It has rider apps for people to reserve, change, cancel rides. You can track the vehicle. Riders receive notifications of upcoming rides. It is a cloud-based system, which uses Android tablets. And Daniel said, actually, they're looking at getting M slates, which I had not heard of, but they're actually hardwired into the vehicle like a tablet, and you can actually use it as a communication device as well, which potentially could replace our two-way phones. I will be attending the CTAA National Expo in Oklahoma, May 21st through 24th, along with SMART and WODA. I've been working with the Wayne State Group, and they also have involved Dan Whitehouse from SMART, as well as WODA, OPC, and Oakland County into the discussions, and that's moving along. Our tenants in the building approached and saying that they're actually very interested in purchasing our building because they're growing. They're expecting to need additional space in the next year or so. Carl has been working with them to possibly see if they can find another location that fits their needs. And I received a new photometric drawing for our parking lot, and I got the revised drawings from our engineer, Jim Sharp, and we are on the planning meeting agenda with the village on May 2nd. NODA has transferred insurance from Alliance for Nonprofits to the MMRMA to meet the county's requirements. The cost is $175,000, which is $50,000 higher than what we originally budgeted, but that's meeting those requirements that we needed. NODA has been named in a lawsuit from a rider involved in an accident on the NODA bus more than a year ago. I have forwarded the case to our insurance, and I'll keep the board advised as more details come in. And just one more thing is, I was part of the SEMCOG Transportation Council, that we had a meeting this morning. They'd mentioned that there's a grant writing opportunity. There's like $3.2 million that you can, the cities are also eligible to apply for, and it covers up to $80,000 of grant writing expenses to write grants for your communities, as long as it's either in the BIL or the IRA funding mechanism. So I just thought I would announce that. Thank you. Our next meeting is May 18th.
I receive and file the director's report.
Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion to receive and file the director's report, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, please say no. Motion carries. Public comments? Seeing or hearing none, we'll move on. Approval of financial activity. What's the pleasure of the board on a...
Move to approve the financial activity, or receive and file, I'm sorry, financial activity.
Is there a second? Any questions on the motion? Hearing none. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, please say no. Okay, for approval of the bills.
Move to approve the bills in an amount of $139,193.65.
Second. For the question.
Yes,
The 78,000, is that our new vehicle?
that's our new vehicle.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're higher this month.
A lot higher,
Yeah.
yes.
That one stood out.
Okay, Lynn, we'll need a roll call
Oh.
to pay the bills.
McDonald.
Yes.
Brakefield.
Yes.
Cyrowski.
Yep.
Flood.
Yes.
Waffle. Barnett.
Yes.
Pearson.
Yes.
Kelch.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Number 9, old business. Under the new agenda, do we have any? If that's the same, or is that?
This is, actually, C is the 2023 budget adjustments. That's the new,
Okay, let me have that, because I'm going by the old one.
okay, sorry.
That's a separate piece of paper?
Yes,
Right.
okay.
Okay, so, item C under number 8 is the 2023 budget adjustments in order to balance with the Oakland County budgeted amount. So Lynn, do you have any comment or?
Yes, so the budget that Oakland County passed, which includes the increase in our millage, it totals $4,002,080. I just made our budget equal that, plus $20,000 for trolley, revenue and expenses. That wasn't reflected in the county's budget. So the total new budget is $4,022,080. Is there any questions on?
Okay, hearing none, no questions. Is there a motion then to adopt the amendments to?
So moved.
I'll second.
As presented.
Okay, we'll need a roll call on that, please.
Sure. McDonald?
Yes.
Wakefield?
Yes.
Zarowski?
Yes.
Flood?
Yes.
Walpole? Yes. Barnett?
Yes.
Pearson?
Yes.
Welch? Yes.
Okay, all in favor? Okay, we have no old business. We have no new business. Are there any public comments? Hearing none, we'll move on to receiving and filing the monthly rider and mileage reports.
So moved.
Support.
Any questions on the motion? Hearing none. All in favor of the motion to receive and file, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. Motion carries. Board member comments? Shall we start with you, Nick? No?
No,
No.
Chris?
None today, thank you.
I just want to make a comment about our tenants, and I've showed them a couple of buildings that didn't fit. Their requirements are pretty unique, and there aren't too many buildings around. They want to have a truck well, and there's just not any around. So I don't know. I understand that they're interested in buying this building, and I did an evaluation. I know it's broad, but, I think NOTA paid for this building back about 3 or 4 years ago, was $1.2 million.
Yeah, $1.1 million, and we put probably $400,000 into it.
Yeah, okay. My evaluation is between $1.6 million and $1.8 million. So I haven't talked to them. I wanted you to do,
Right.
so.
That's just break even for us.
Yeah, right.
I mean, we've got that much in it,
Right.
in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so here we go.
Well-
I just gotta be careful if you're doing stuff for NOTA and on the board, we gotta I don't think anything's, just be careful
Conflict
about,
of
yeah, just be
interest.
careful about that.
Yeah, I hear you.
But I don't think anything's happened now, you're just giving advice, but,
No, I hear you. I understand about conflicts.
yeah.
But, there aren't a whole lot of buildings out there for comparables is the problem. So, we could evaluate the building based on replacement cost. And I haven't done that yet, and that would be another thing. So I'm not charging to do any of this.
No, I wasn't alleging that, I just wanted to make sure.
Question that Carl's got there, if you want to have discussion or just what?
Yeah, we're in
We have not outgrown
board
it.
member comments, so you're cutting into somebody else's time, Mike.
Go ahead. Don't worry, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Before somebody else says it,
Yeah, well, it's Ed's turn now.
I'll give my time to Flood since he can.
have we outgrown this building where we need another building? Thank you. That was my question.
That was it?
That was it.
Well, opinions vary, Mike. I mean, we're in the business now of looking forward because we're in a position to have to maintain and service a broader area, probably. We haven't said yes to that, but we did, we're moving in that direction. We're having discussions.
Right.
And Lynn informs me that, we have a finite amount of space. This isn't a big parcel. And that discussions have ensued between Oakland County and WODA and OPC about buying and building, or potentially buying and building, larger parcels for them. So it's something we need to be aware of,
Right.
you know.
And when the tenant approached us, they said, you know, this building would suit us great, but if you sink 650,000 into the parking lot, that's an extra, you know, that we don't need a fuel center. You know, I just thought it would be good just to do some research and figure out what's going on. I know that, I think WODA's looking at like an 8-acre parcel, and they're looking at building, and OPC's looking at something, or some land as well. Yep.
Maybe it.
Yeah.
We get more done during this discussion than we do during the meeting. Ed, did you have a comment?
No, it was a good meeting.
Okay. I was gonna ask Cody, but I'll ask his dad instead.
I just wanted to know, we do have a contract with them though, that was what, 5 years?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
With
Yes, it
Yeah.
was
Oh,
binding
with
contract
the,
with
Right.
I
5
thought you
years
meant
with our
the
tenant.
county. Okay.
And we only have a contract with Oakland County for 2 years,
3.
and we're talking about selling buildings already, and I'd say we're a little bit premature to even be discussing it at this time.
Well, I think it's a matter of transparency. If Lynn's getting this information, we should be aware of what's happening with the other organizations that we're partnered with, whether we like it or not. So I just want everybody to be aware. That's all I have to say. Cody, did you have a comment for public comment? Okay.
He's happy with his
Okay.
ride.
All right. Lynn, any final comment or anything?
No?
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right.
I move to adjourn.
All right.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I think we're done.